I'm never going to get this right. Oops. I'm not registered yet. Why aren't I registered yet? Nope. Come on. Nope. Yep. Okay, that's weird. Let's try this again. All the way out and all the way back in. To see me. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, K.A. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay. I can mostly walk on the toe. And since the toe hurts like a mofo, the sciatica is nothing. Isn't that funny? No, it hurts, but doesn't hurt enough now. Let's see if they know I'm here. Somebody saw me. And I think you can stick out from that little bitty car there. Me and my non-bougie self pointing. Nope, they didn't see me. Oh my God. The guy missed. He was carrying something in too. Free coffee, free donut, free tour. And the rest of it isn't free. Let's just sit here and watch. Not even say a damn thing. Let's see, does he look new? He looks new. I can't believe nobody's noticing. That's what he was carrying. What is that? He almost looked at me too and he didn't see me. I love this. Oh, he caught me, damn it. Yep, he told his little buddy to go do it. Oh no, he did. Yes, he did. Sorry. Or he didn't. Oh, he's painting the curtains. I see you're trying to tempt people with donuts. That's just not nice. You know it's going to cost a ton of money when they leave. You think you're getting it for free, but you're not. You're going to have to pay for it one of these days. It's called a freeloader expense. Oh, gotta love it. Still, the curtains aren't closed. That's what happens when you tie them up instead. They're making them into little knots. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was trying to zoom out. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, did you see the donuts on the cake plate in there? It's like, I wonder what that was that he was carrying. It sure as hell wasn't donuts. Oh, look! They rented the buses. And I'm not even here. I got a parking space. So, and the space above the buses is also free. So it wouldn't have mattered if I was parking in the loading zone or not. I wonder how much this costs them, because you know they're doing it because of me. Oh, because I can't walk. Duh. Didn't even think about that. Ooh, and I didn't bring my stool with me. Bummer. Oh, look, he had to go out the back door. That's the guy with the boxes that walked in that I thought would notice me. He's not very good. I was sitting in my car. How can you not see the bangs? So I wonder where he's walking to. Not like I can follow anybody now, but hey. So, there you go. So let's see if they got the back door done. Oh yeah, I could totally have parked in front of the buses. So, and one of the guys is closing his door. They don't want to deal with me. What am I, Satan or something? I love it. I'm not even Satan. I don't even believe in Satan. Did they really rent buses to park there? I think so. Those bangs are famous. No, I really do think they do buses, rent buses here, at least one of them. Because when I was doing this last time, they all of a sudden had buses here when I was going to be here. So, I love it. Oh, they put them on in the back. Okay, bummer. I tried. So yeah, because also they don't look familiar, so they look like they're chartered from somewhere else. These are not normal buses. So don't know that company, don't know that company. So my back is killing me, so I may disappear at some point. Okay. Yes, feel better, Scooter. We all need to. All of us who get old and can't help being in pain. And that's the only reason I'm walking around, is that my toe hurt more than my leg did. So on a scale, my leg's an 8, my toe was a 10, but it's not all purple anymore either. So, but I've got more caffeine in me than humanly possible. I sent a picture to the mods of what I was having while I was getting my nails done. It was very decadent, and it should be enough sugar for the week, but. Hi, Clark. If Satan was a man, he would need no sympathy, merely an audience. Yeah. Hello, Brain Fog, Fuzzy, Scooter, Carrie Ann, Cricket, Professor, and Clark. Hi, Dove. I was watching, oh God, see, I should have taken notes. I was watching something yesterday about some chick who makes Chumley look like the Pope. It was an hour and a half, and I sat there like mesmerized how this woman just constantly like took advantage of people, and the things she did. And it was like, I don't know, well, she was blonde and pretty. That's all I could probably say about that. But it was so bizarre. She just took absolutely everything she could get her freaking paws on. And I was thinking, wow, at least I don't have to deal with that. It was so weird. I've been homesick all week with this damn cold. Not even sure if I'm going to live tomorrow at this point. Oh, okay. You got to come back on live again, because once you leave, it's really easy to keep leaving. So you got to do your live again. So I love that though. Free coffee, free donuts, and a free tour. Of what? At least they took down War National Monument. Everybody's saying show up. Have a nice day. Someone just walked in. Oh God, that voice has got to be annoying, doesn't it? Holy crap. Hello, Cindy Brainy. I've got your voice. And it looks like it's cold out here, and it's not. Ooh, we're in earthquake weather, where it looks like it's supposed to be ugly and rainy and cold, and it's not. That's what we call earthquake weather. So as long as it's while I'm not on the bridge and my house doesn't fall. So that would be good. Now I'm leaning up against the lamppost because, oh, my sciatica's in my ankle. What the hell is it doing in my ankle? Jesus. It's like, you know, they said, you'll grow old gracefully. I say, F that, man. Yeah, everybody's sympathy for KA. I know I'm dreading this year's cold too. So I'm not having a good time about it. Getting past this gentleman because I don't think he wants to be filmed, and I respect the people that are older than me. Or I assume are older than me. In spirit, I'm 20. I know that. Are you guys barfing yet? So, how's the toe today? It hurts. It's purple. But it bends. And the chiropractor agreed with me. It's not broken, so. But it just looks weird. And I picked the wrong shoes to walk in. Weirdly enough, I have my Birkenstocks on, but I've actually broken them in. I'm so used to my shoes not being broken in, and I assumed these were going to not bend, but they do. But the only other ones I have that are supportive are my house shoes. Ugh, classic. Might have to get back in the car. No, I can sit at the edge of the car because now my toe doesn't hurt as much as my leg does. Hey, at least I'm trying. And I'm just parked here. I mean, you know, if I would have brought my stool, I'd have been fine. Damn it. Oh, well, let's wander down the street at least. I gotta try to get some kind of, you know, PT in so I can try to get my leg to work. So, still doing an hour a day on my stationary bike. Why isn't that making a difference? Doesn't hurt when I do that. Thank you, Fuzz. She said she's proud of me for trying. He was kind of cute. Which one? I wasn't looking. That's the unfun part about being in pain. It's like, I'm missing all the cute ones. Oh, look at that little thing. What am I with the Tonka toys, man? I'm on week, the shop has had my car now for a week. So we'll see what's going on. I'm still expecting my car to come back looking practically perfect with a offer for it in the seat next to me. That's what I'm expecting. Ooh, look at the Challenger. See, I want to be one of these people. See that car? That car goes 120 like you wouldn't believe. And what does it have? A handicap placard. I want a Porsche Carrera with a handicap placard. That would be funny. Aw, the license plate says "to be kind." That's very cute on an orange Fiat, which is too small for Papa Cat. Look at me, I'm like car shopping. It was the, oh wait, he was cute. It was the guy that crossed the street a few minutes back. Oh, missed him too. Hey y'all, having my late lunch with you. Okay, cool, Heather. Hi. Why are you walking up and down the road when it hurts you? Girl, are you taking proper care of yourself? Yes, I am taking proper care of myself, but the sciatica thing is also, it's a pinched nerve on your pelvic bone. So I would like to move my pinched nerve. Cute was the guy, brain fog passed on the corner. There was a little old Asian man, Chinese man that I passed on the corner, okay? That car is orange. Yeah, I know. This is like red orange. This isn't like Giant's orange. See, this is something that's like Giant's orange, and that is like red orange. That is some crazy stuff. Chatters and lurkers, like, subscribe, chat, share, set notifications to all. Thank you, Professor. Ew, orange is the new barf. I would do orange in a car, honestly, because considering I accidentally hit a white car, I want a car that people are going to see. And yes, I do love me a black car. I had at least one black car. But it's California. We go through cars like people go through, socks. Even though I've had my last one now for 22 years. That's weird. But I want a bright car. That's why we got the other one. Christine is red. We thought it would stick out. It was the color of the year that we got. So everybody has a red car. Even though I wouldn't mind that puppy in, black. Then again, Papa Cat knows better. He wouldn't let me get near a car like this. He'd be picking me up from the road. But it is a nice car. Is it a Hellcat? Holy crap, it may be a Hellcat. It's a 40th anniversary? No. The hell is it? Come on, guys, what is it? Friday, how did you know who was cute? I have a feeling it was easy. What is this? Someone in the old neighborhood in Oakland had a beautiful yellow and black Charger. They used to park it outside. Found it literally in front of my house one day, taken apart. It's like, I know better. If I'm going to have something like this, it's going to be really nice not being able to see color. Ooh, that's not black. That's like some kind of dark gray. See, I can see that color. And then you have the happy one right here. And no, we didn't see baby Bufu. I didn't see his car. You could wheat paste fluorescent paper too. See, I like these stupid cars. I don't know why. You want to talk about, I'm complaining about the Monster needing 91 gas, but that would probably have the same gas mileage as a Lexus. Talk about not aerodynamic. I'm reading. When I get quiet, because I'm reading my wrist. See, reading my wrist. This is what the big deal was that day that I couldn't read the chat. Was that because I didn't have my wrist strap? Oh, it helps it feel a little bit better, but it helps it feel a little bit weirder too. So now it feels like it's just sort of rolling across my pelvic bone. Isn't that gross? Okay, I'm gonna sit down for a minute or two. La la la. Hey, I'm here. Isn't that the important part? This is what I like, is that I can just, now I know why Papa Cat does it. Drives me crazy. He will sit there and I'm always at the door and I try to open the passenger side door and it never works. And then he has to come by and do it. And I'm just like, take out the key fob, take out the key fob. Now I know why he doesn't. It's way too easy this way. Let me figure out, how about this? Okay. Good. Now I know, now I'm just staring at things. Professor Mickey Mouse rain slicker? What? I understand that. So yeah, so we're watching from the side today and not screaming have a nice day at people, but that's okay. Still tried to watch Aaron again today. Freaking MLH went on forever. Don't you love it? I'm complaining. I was laughing too much. It's political. Mickey Mouse rain slicker? I mean, Mickey Mouse, I understand. Hi, Bridge. How are you? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to leave this car. I just cracked my bangs. Did it again. But there's no wind. That's why I said it's earthquake weather. There's no wind. It's slightly humid. Hi, Lupita. You should be getting in a box soon. You're here early. Yes, you are, Bridge. So yeah, this is how you mess up the transplants when you go, it's earthquake weather. It's like, if Papa Cat's listening, he hates it when I say that. And you know what? 60% of the time, it's not. So that is the funny part. It's just weird when there's no wind in the city. I mean, there's no wind, absolutely zero. But if you look it up by the micro stations, it would say there is 0 miles per hour. Or 1. The video evidence was sent by FaceTime to mom, but not recorded for posterity. Okay. Back to, I don't understand what the heck you guys are talking about, as usual. Nothing new and exciting there. So, let's see. Oh, Aaron, right. There's another thing that he was talking about. It's people who were abused as adults, from the way I got it. I mean, I'll listen to it again from the beginning next time I listen to it, because that's what I've been doing. So it's the grace law for 2 years if you were abused as an adult. As abused as an adult, you can file against the person without arbitration. So, because that's what Scientology's big thing is arbitration. And I'm sure they've done enough to adults, in my mind, in my idea. My ideas are all fiction until proven fact. So, in my opinion, they got that going for them. Whoops. Okay, got to put it back in the left hand. Now I've got to go back. That sounds the most days in Florida, no wind, 100% humidity. Yeah, I know. Humidity here is to me, is 10%. That's why I can't handle. That's why Florida in December is going to be hilarious. I was there for New Year's one day, and it was the creepiest feeling in the world to be somewhere that's not southern hemisphere that was warm, icky, and humid. Okay, you need light. Okay, Scooter. Have the good rest of the day. Try to feel better. I was also an ally politician's daughter. Okay. We'll try not to see Any more cute guys so you can rest good? Yep, that's about right, isn't it? So, I think that's why they call it earthquake weather too, since there's no wind, there's nothing like carrying sound. I would have to say between December and February are most winter type months. You'll see most Floridians wearing boots and scarves and mittens and all the other winter paraphernalia. Hey, being cute doesn't hurt. Yeah, Bridge, I actually bought a pair of thong sandals. They were Coach, but they were cute when I was there in December. Maybe that's how you can tell the tourists in Florida, is that they're dressing up in summer clothes in winter. So sort of like you can tell the tourists here who wear shorts any time from March to October. And they're wondering why they're freezing. So the only time it's ever, or it used to be ever truly warm here, would be Indigenous Native summer. And I heard people talking about Halloween, how it was always hot in Halloween, or you never had to wear a coat in Halloween. You either had to wear a coat and be completely bundled up, or it was hot. That was Halloween. So it's like sort of like a curse. Anytime I had a really, really cool like Halloween costume. One time when I was Cinderella, my mom made my costume. It was gorgeous. I had to wear my coat because it was raining. Raining on the blue satin and teal and glitter flower dress. So, because, my mom was the person that sewed. She didn't make that one in 24 hours, but hey. In Chicago, Halloween was always when the miserable weather started. I don't even know why we bothered wearing Halloween costumes. We always wore winter coats. Actually, I think my witch costume, which I couldn't bend my arms because I didn't come in like my mom said, which was black moire taffeta. It's a taffeta that looks like it's got water on it. With orange and yellow netting underneath the skirt and the arms. I think that one was a cold one, hot one. Yes, because I was hot and I couldn't bend my arms. I was really happy. Yes, in like 4th grade. So I think she probably pulled the stitching on the arms, because I'm like, how could I have gone trick-or-treating in that outfit? And I was never allowed to change my outfits. So it was like, you wanted me to make this, you're going to wear it. So I'd wear it all day. Which is sort of cool because, since it was my mom, I could destroy my costume. So it didn't matter if I didn't have to be nice to my There's a red Ferrari that just went by. What the hell is the new Ferraris are ugly. A witch, oh my God. I know. I think I have a picture of that one too. My mom's boss made me my hat out of book cloth, and it had like orange, yellow, and black, like 1-inch strips, about 4 feet long off the top of it. It's a good point. Skimpy costumes are not the thing in New England weather either. I think I had a decent day when my mom made me my Raiderette costume. Yes, I was a Raiderette one year. I had the pom-poms and everything. So that one I don't remember. I just remember Cinderella and my coat. The fun part was that my coat was very 70s. It was purple velvet, more like purple stuffed animal with white, big fluffy cuffs and around the trimming of my coat, and it had like purple and blue like flowers embroidered. And my mom got this at Sears. Okay, this is what it was like in the day at Sears and Montgomery Wards. Okay, that coat was amazing, and my mom got it at Sears for probably whatever it cost for a kid's coat back then. I'd like to see that nowadays. Whoops, what? My kid's school was put on lockdown for a pew-pew today. No use of pew-pew involved. Police were called and it was found in a vehicle. Just found out. All is well, we are told. Thank you, K.A. I am so sorry that has to happen. That is stunning. I think anybody who's going to own a Pew Pew needs to, you know, go through a lot of tests, because it's amazing that someone like me can get one when I'm on so many freaking meds. It's ridiculous. One of these days, I'm going to get the Google glasses. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the freaking Ray-Bans and I'm going to go in and buy a Pew Pew and see how easy it is. I'm sure, KA, I wouldn't know how to feel either. Even you saying that, my stomach sort of dropped off. So, I'm glad everything's okay. I loved going to Sears. It was a full day of getting ices and food while our parents shopped from everything from washing machines to lawnmowers to clothes to pots and pans, including jewelry too. Yes. We called it Monkey Wards. Montgomery Wards here, we had, I guess, a distribution center because it was a 8-story building that sat like in the middle of a regular, you know, just like street that had like regular stores in it. And I think 3 floors you could go up and down, and we get popcorn and ices, and we do the same thing. We just, you know, it was like a kid's paradise. And the thing was is that back then you didn't have to worry about your kids. So in some place like that, because you figured, how are they going to get out of the door when somebody's watching the door? So, oh my God, Carrie Ann, that's easy. Fill however you need. Yeah. It keeps me quiet. That's the thing. Pew Pew things keep me quiet. I remember the first one. As me and my coworker watched it, and she just bawled her eyes out, and I just sat there completely stunned. KA, I'm glad that it was just in somebody's car. Hopefully it was in somebody's car that's a kid of a person who does that, because I was taught how to respect those things when I was 13 because of my best friend's mom. So, Monkey Wards indeed. Yep. I don't know how JCPenney's is still open today. It's not really. It's, from what I heard, it's just pretty much like the Sears was before Sears closed. It's like an Amazon type of thing. Your dad used to call it Monkey Wards too? Yeah. I guess Montgomery was just hard to say. We have one open here. Is it like a real JCPenney's, or is it one that's just like weirdly, you know, empty? And I'm trying to, no, that was a Macy's. I was going to say, was that a JCPenney's? No, it was a Macy's that we went when we were in Florida. So, but hey, even Macy's is closing up. The one here at Union Square, which is pretty much an iconic Macy's, is closing when somebody buys the building. So, the mall was demolished, but they kept the JCPenney open and the Costco. Well, there was a Costco, that's why. Professor, that's right. Monkey Wards was our local and had a garage for tires and batteries. Yep, they all did. At my daughter's school, when the fire alarm goes off, they shelter in place for 2 minutes to make sure there's some way to get kids out of the classes for a possible Pew Pew. I know. I wish it was just... It's the little fire truck. I wish it was just for the old days when it was a earthquake drill. So... I have to go back. As soon as my brother and I found Dad's rifle, it was gone from the house. No, my parents had a .38, but like I said, I was shown by the cops, the best friend's mom, who was the cop, showed how to respect him, because she had 5 around the house loaded all the time. Oakland, and a cop, and a woman, and a single mom because her husband died. My mom would get her hair done at JCPenney. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Bridge, I was in one last month. For starters, they have almost zero help. The entire second floor left unstaffed, not under. Ah, okay, so it was just like a ghost town. Hello, loved ones. How are you doing today? And my grandma was a under model for Sears. Oh my God, that's funny. I remember some people being employed by Sears in Zenith and Chicagoland areas, since their headquarters was around the area. Yep. It was a prestigious gig, loved ones. Yes. Yes. Being a model in a catalog was prestigious. I remember getting your photo taken at JCPenney and Sears. Sears. I think ours was Sears. And it was usually for something, because we didn't have the traditional family, and it was usually for something specific, maybe the three of us, her three children, but it was like because it was in addition to your school photo. I remember getting your photos taken at JCPenney and Heather, she was proud. Yeah, I bet, loved ones. Hell, I remember eating at Walgreens, or not Walgreens, Woolworths. So we would go down to Hayward from Oakland, me and the grandmother, and go down to Southland Mall and eat at the Woolworths there. So that was a big deal. Hilarious, YouTube flagged the word underwear, y'all. I scandalous, oh my God. Yes, a photo booth and all the fashion mom bought. Yes, but you know, Target did the fashion too. Target was doing, you know, names. I've got Isaac Mizrahi in Target, which are actually, because I found them from old clothes at Fit Now. It's amazing how well they were made. And this was only like 15 years ago. That's the creepy part. Scientology is original Sears and Robots. Oh. So that's the thing. It's like you can really see the difference between now and fast fashion from now and fashion from even Target back then. So JCPenney's equal shoulder pads. Yes, that definitely triggers. I forgot about that. Hello, big giant head. So, yeah, it's weird. I've even got, I think, an Anna Sui in Target skirt still, because I didn't fit it at the time and I bought it anyway. I've got at least one dress and a skirt. I think that's Anna Sui in Target. And I always pronounce it wrong. It isn't Sui, it's something else. Bridge, some of us cherish family photos and memories are from JCPenney's. A lot of people's are. You can tell too. It's like you see the family photo with the background, and you can see immediately that it's like JCPenney or Target or Sears. So, and that was the in thing. So, you know, when we had a middle class. So, Sears, what did we know Sears for here? I think it was just like the open floor of it. There's Groundhog Day. Oh my God. I haven't seen her in ages. At least she's being able to go in the front door again. Remember, they were having her go in the back door and she couldn't walk very well. Yes, yeah, the best photo packages. Yeah. And it'd be like, ooh, you got your pictures taken. Look, because, you know, in the frame. Maybe it was the wife's way of telling the husband, you better put this on your desk. Is having the picture of people, you know. And then there was, I can't remember, after JCPenney and Sears, it was Olga, something or another. I think of Sears as a catalog first, store second. You just reminded me of something, catalog. The tickets, the store with the tickets that you bought things when you buy the tickets. What is that? Somebody's got to remember the ticket books. Collecting those. I remember going to there. We probably went across to the Thrifty for ice cream after shopping. Yes, Thrifty, the square round ice cream. We did that, the 10-cent cones, yes. Bridge, they had affordable options for everyone, and there was sort of equality in it. Everyone had the same amount of time with the photographer. Yeah. Willy Wonka. S&H green stamps, yes. Oh my God. The S&H green stamp store. I don't remember how you got them. I remember going with all of the family at individual times. My grandmother, my mom, my aunt, to cash in the green stamps. There was another one too. Wasn't there a blue stamp? Yeah, see, it's like the internet has done interesting things. And I mean from the very beginning of the internet, like from the 90s. It has managed to streamline us and make us completely non-active with humans. Waiting for Adam to whip out gimbals and gimbals again. Bridge, I remember service merchandise. Yes! Oh, supposedly, how about this one? Supposedly, Michaels bought all of Joanne's backstock. So Michaels and the name, because of course the usual happened. A capital, there she is. There's one of the girls in the bottom corner that's being walked out of Scientology. And the chick with the silver hair I've never seen before. I didn't zoom in. I was thinking, sorry. I'm always ready. Was that Papa Cat who said that? Oh my God, it was. I'm having Wiener Schnitzel for dinner. You got them in stores, then posted them into a book to exchange for goods. Yeah, I know. Because you always had the kids do it. Me and my cousins were always like, we'd lick them until my grandmother was like, no. And she got one of those spongy things. And we do it at like my grandmother's house. Michaels and Joanne's co-branding. Yeah. Equity fund as usual bought it. Oh, they're all coming out the front door. They think I've left. I haven't left. I'm still here, Pantone. That was Pantone. What were the ones you got in SIGs? Oh, the Marlboro thingies. Hey, Lupita, package on its way. We'll send you tracking shortly. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, that's weird. 186,000 miles a second. It's not just a good idea. It's the law. What? So, the Sears 1960s Cadillac had a section for tween boys laundry or section. Yes, I heard about that. It was a job the kids loved doing. Yep, sticking the green stamps on the cards was the coolest job. Yeah, and if there was something you wanted that was like legit toys, they're all coming out of the front door. I love it. I'm gonna have to get up in a second. If there was really a cool toy, you could use the tickets for the toy. And if there wasn't, then the mom, aunt, grandmother would get cornflower, blue, Pyrex. I'm trying to think, because it was a cool thing for the adults too, but what was it? Or the weigh-in. It had to be, I think, Pyrex, the cornflower blue, which I watched a video on the other day of the difference between old Pyrex and new Pyrex. The old Pyrex you could take out of the freezer. The new Pyrex you can't. So it can go everywhere but the freezer. So I'm hoping I didn't get rid of all my mom's cornflower blue. I might have. But oh no, she had the French one, which still is under the old Pyrex. I love this. It's like we go from structural engineering to the making of Pyrex glass, which had a certain thing in it that the new Pyrex glass doesn't. Isn't that corny word? Yes, which was owned by Pyrex. Pyrex and Corinu were the, oh my God, I just saw a Lamborghini go by. Or was it a Bugatti? Okay, there's some weird car show going on. I wonder if it's a cross-country one. Because they still do them underground. It might be here, it was at the Fairmont. You go up to the Fairmont, you could see all the cars being ready to go cross-country. Cannonball Run. And I just saw, I think it was a Bugatti that just drove by orange. So I've just seen two $150,000 cars go by in the space of 15, 20 minutes, and you'll see one, but you won't see more than one. So they think I've gone. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get out of the car then, aren't we? And it's a weekday, so something's up. There may be a cannonball run somewhere. I have Pyrex Philip glass, very modern. So yeah, no, they were still doing cannonball runs. But it was underground. One year, Papa Cat and I went to Fairmont because they were starting at midnight and they had all the cars out. So Fraudy, there is some weird distinction between Pyrex and Pyrex in real life. Yes, I think that's what CBS, yes, that's what I was alluding to. There's two different ways that Pyrex is made, and Corning has actually given the name Pyrex to a Japanese company. Professor took me a minute, probably because I was never a boy. A lot of the newer Pyrex will shatter if you put a hot liquid in the cold glass. Yeah, it's the type of glass it's made from. Right, and they were even doing the shatter thing because supposedly old Pyrex and Corning ware do not shatter into shards, they shatter into squares or, you know, big pieces. And the old Pyrex pretty much, this guy got, you know, vintage Pyrex, and he tried it on a hot stone with a piece of Pyrex, and the first time the old Pyrex was put on it, it didn't shatter at all. The guy was like, So, it did shatter the second time. It did sort of shard, but not very. It was mostly big pieces. So there is a difference. It's the way that the glass, what's in the glass is the big deal. So they now make it in Jamaica, Pyrex of the Caribbean. Oh my God, Adam. But the old Pyrex didn't really shatter. Old Pyrex is made from, there we go, borosilicate glass. New Pyrex is soda, lime glass, and new Pyrex shatters like safety glass. Yep. And actually, it seemed to shatter worse than safety glass because newer and newer safety glass is being covered in like laminate, so it doesn't even shatter like shatter. It turns into a it shatters, but inside of this plastic. Sorry, there's a anti-housed guy who's screaming. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't coming down here. People scour Goodwill, etc., looking for old Pyrex. Yes, and but it's not selling like it used to. I went and even looked on eBay because the cornflour back in the day would cost $50 or $60, and I saw actually a cornflour coffee pot for $20. So that market has fallen out too. I have a couple of pieces of the old Pyrex. Do the safety glass. Oh my God. I have my mom's French one. I called it the Harvest one, but I looked up and it's the French one, and that one is actually wanted more than the cornflour, but it's still old Pyrex. So it's like, I'm keeping those because I do remember when we can start cooking again, we can start making casseroles and freezing them and putting them in the microwave. So, because at heart, I am a casserole girl. I miss casseroles. And the green bean casserole I grew up with was a hell of a lot cooler than the green bean casserole I got once from like Boston Market. That was gross. We can glass if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Yep. Totally. So now they're not coming out of the front door anymore, now that I'm here again. But Pantone went to Starbucks, so he'll be back at any second. Oh, wait, no, he takes the long way. I bet you they go to the alley, because there's that alley in the middle. He goes to the alley, then he comes up through the back. And unfortunately, I can't go on that side of the building because that's where the unhoused guy is, and I don't want to aggravate him. So, yeah, no, I see, this is where the brain cells are wasted on Pyrex and Corning wear, because I had the Hello Kitty actually is the non-shattering Corning. It does break. Drop it on the tile. We dropped, I think it was Papa Cat who finally dropped one on the tile and it broke. Oh, but I don't think it was a Hello Kitty one. But yeah, that's what also Corning wear is known for. You could drop it on the old Formica old tile and it won't break, or it'll break in big pieces. So I still have some of my mother's white old Corning wear too, because when they moved, my mom bought square ones. It's like I went and did the Fiesta wear for a while. That crap was heavy. When you got older, it got heavy, and I was never into fancy plates except for my china. I have the wedding china. I'm finally giving it up this year. It'll go to the White Elephant sale, and if anybody's wondering what it is, it's the Biltmore by, I can't remember who it's by, but it looks, the thing was, because every 80s girl picked out their wedding china. The joke is that it looked slightly Asian like me, so it's got a very heavy duty sort of like jade border with gold on it, and the middle looks like it's a like the front doors of a very fancy Chinese pagoda. So, but it's Biltmore. Biltmore is a mansion in Virginia that was owned by a Vanderbilt. So it makes no sense. Men without lids. Oh God, you guys, now here we go, right? There are people looking, but this is the weird thing, is that I can see inside right now because they keep tying the curtains. I was wondering why they couldn't pull the curtains straight, but I do this myself as during the summer, I'll do the shears in my office. That's what we're calling it now, because there aren't going to be very many crafts there. In my office, and I tie them in the knot, but my shears are actually bigger and they're a lot more, so actually they can fix it. They're just not pulling it across. They're not very bright, are they? At least they finally fixed it and they both match. They should have done the ruffle though. Thanks for the company chat. You're welcome, Heather. Thank you for having lunch with us. Have a good rest of your day. You need to come here one of these days, Missy. You can always let me know, or promote your channel about the stuff that you're posting. My God, don't tell me. You know what this looks like? And it's very possible. The bag that woman's carrying is, I used to call them the teddy bear Ugg bags. It'd be funny if they're coming back, because they look like teddy bears. And they're heavy. Oh, and there are people down there. Ooh, someone just looked at me. They opened the door down there. She looked at me and laughed. So they know I'm here again. She looked like in her 20s. Ah, and there was Bob. I wonder if she had makeup on again. God, I hope not. She does not look good in makeup. She looks better without it. Hopefully they'll hear me. And yes, I'm one of those people who very much do think that women don't have to wear makeup if they don't look good in it. And hell, I don't wear makeup during my regular days. If I have to show my face, I may start doing my eyes, but if it's too much of a hassle, don't do it. It's like, I see those poor women doing makeup now. I was watching something that was, it was on Amazon. They were doing a deal day thing on Tarte makeup, I think. And so they were showing people putting on like a highlighter. I don't know when they got to the highlighter. I stopped after layer 4. What the hell do they've got women doing now? I saw a primer, a base, a bronzer, a dark colored like shadow, then a highlighter, and they still hadn't even gotten to the highlighter that they were selling. And then a highlighter around their eyes, and they were doing a white woman and a black woman. And I'm just sitting there amazed. What the hell are people doing with their faces? Love you too, Dusty. I know. You got a job. Jobs are good. Remember that. I'm all about that bass. What? Tying curtains is one vital task that Hubbard did not write a policy on and how to do. That's if Scientology staff don't know how to do it. Well, no, they know how to do it, but they don't know how to pull it out. Because I saw the guy undoing the knots. So they just don't know how to pull it out. Maybe I should make them a pamphlet, leave it at the door, how to do it. I miss not being into the formatting stuff. I actually worked copyright at one point for scientific tech. And it was so much fun. And I wish I would get into it again, but I just don't have the patience right now. And I was doing it all by Illustrator, so that should tell you something. So everybody's saying hi to Dusty. And thank you for stopping by. Yes, Doph is right. Thank you for stopping by, little brother. There's probably a YouTube video about it. Oh, wait. Right, Fuzz. There's probably one computer in there hooked up to the internet that they could all have somebody ask somebody on how to do something. I wonder if they'd let them, go. So I'm looking because he got quiet. He's gone. He better not be in that building. I'm getting protective of my homeless people because I don't want them to be exploited by these people. So he was near the back door. That was the thing. He was at the recycling box things right there. And every single person they brought in to harass me doesn't. So it's like I've had maybe 4 people in the past year and a half, and they don't bother me. One guy even said, they want me to bother you, but I'm not going to. They have a policy for knots, not knots. Oh my God. I'm tempted to go there just to protect their fabric choices. Well, they're obviously cheap ass curtains. And they're put up with, oh God, what was it? The people, red contact or something, and they're on the glass. Hopefully that glass the glass looks new. It's not old glass. If it was old glass, it'd have that wavy stuff on the bottom. So they could break these windows without having to worry about it, because I'm like, and I think I even told them when they started, don't put it on the wood, because if you mess up the wood, that's illegal. So they at least listened to me when they started putting up the curtains, but they haven't fixed it. It's like crooked. And it bothered me for a little while, and then I was like, well, now they're just doing it to bother me. And so when I realized they're doing it to bother me, it isn't bothering me anymore. I just heard a parrot. I think it's, weirdly enough, I thought bird mating season was in the summer or in the spring, but the bald eagles that had hatchlings last year are setting up their nest this year, and it started like a couple of weeks ago in Yosemite somewhere. I'm tempted to go. Yeah, okay. Hey, everybody. I thought you had to go back to work, Dusty. Turn us off and go back to work, or I'm going to end my stream. How's that? Do you like that? Excuse me while I, act like you're a mofo 3,000 miles away. So yes, today we have covered glass, we have covered mating. Oh, then there was a reason, because there were a bunch of crows doing the circling when I was getting on into the tube today. So you don't want to go in there, it's a cult. It'll be bad for you, it'll cost you $100,000 at least. Ooh, he's just checking it out. See, you don't want to go in there. Dusty, don't make us go over there. Exactly. I'm not following him. It's probably set up for me. Oh, and someone just turned around. I think they were coming back here. I sincerely think that the people they set that do that, I think, are sent to try to distract me from something, which makes me even more paranoid. That they're up to things behind my back. Aren't they always? They're Scientologists. What would I expect? I mean, they can't. I can't be this invisible to them, can I? Even though I do sincerely think after a couple of days ago that the parental unit has got eyes on me. I really do. So they just love recycling. Oh my God. Yes, lots of cooties. And I think I've seen him before. That's the thing. I think I've seen him before and he's done that before. So I still think it's just a distraction for me. Sort of like how, aw, puppies. Oh, can't show you guys, they're already behind cars. Because of that one time, that one person that was here that said that, you know, his wife is blonde. I know she's blonde. And it's like, yeah, but there is such a thing called wigs nowadays. Or not, she's blonde, she's brunette. I know she's brunette, but she could be wearing a wig. And that wasn't him sleeping in his car. Yeah, it was. It's like, even me, like, buying it and having to think about it for 30 seconds drove me nuts. Yeah, they do love recycling. And it's a shame that I have no interest in their recycling because I'm a germaphobe. Which, even though somebody made them aware of their recycling, they haven't had anything like overflowing from the recycling bins at least 6 months. At least before I stopped coming here a lot. So it's very possible. That's why they had that big old, you know, shredder here, the mobile shredder. It's like they probably all put it on the 3rd floor. Oops, more people. Let's see. Oh yeah, did you see that? They know I'm here. That person like put out their arms to like say hi to me. And here comes somebody out. Welcome to California. It's a free, you're on the city street. Not a problem. So it's been more active lately. That's good. It'll give me a reason to want to come here more. So, oh, look at that. For shame. It's like on the
runway.
Yes, it is. I noticed. Have a good day. What's your jacket? I love your jacket.
Thank you.
Tell them I talk to you, not that you talk to me. That was a Scientologist. He came out of the door. That's awesome. He smiled when I said, tell them I talk to you and you don't talk to me. So it's like, oh, you mean you're sending the humans to talk to me? Oh, that'll be cool. I knew she'd say something about that. It was actually a sweater. It just looked like a coat. When I turned around to look at it, because I thought it was a Sherilyn, it wasn't. It was a sweater that made it look like a coat. But he talked to me, and he was nice. Ooh, I love this. It's like, I'm sorry, Scientology, but you don't know. How many times do I have to say? I used to debate drunk off my butt with the captain of the debate team in high school when I was 30. He was 32. But, and I didn't know for at least 6 months. But go ahead. Let people talk to me. It's cool. Anyway, I think I'm done. And what was the song I was listening to on the way in? What's the name of the chat? Oh, and Adam, you didn't say it. I had top fans on the whole time. New aerodynamics for operating fate and selling a service for something that should not exist and doesn't actually exist. See, I was wondering why it was so empty. Adam, you have not done your job today, mister. I am mad at the big giant head. Oh, and speaking of big giant heads, I teased the brother today. I sent him a picture of the voice and said, they miss you. It was torture. I said, what is a little sister supposed to do? Oh, and everybody think good thoughts. This is the 22nd, right? Is this 22nd? I can't see it. Is today the 22nd? Yes, Adam is fired. If today is the 22nd, tomorrow the sister is having surgery for her cancer. Everybody must think good thoughts. 22nd. Yep, it's tomorrow then. So everybody think good thoughts. Be nice to your body thetans, because it's important. Have good vibes. Burn some sage. Do a deity dance. Top chat is what? Oh my god, you guys are hilarious. Okay, I'm going. And my leg made it, and it didn't really super hurt. So I still don't. I'm never going to learn how to use this gimbal. You know that, guys. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Right, it's Wednesday? Yes. Okay. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, become a member, and go out and buy groceries before they get more expensive. Ciao, Bellas.